Do you know whose diamonds are on display here? My diamonds. Your diamonds. Diamonds, diamonds. Diamond, diamond, diamond. Someone will get that reference, I hope. That's going pretty obscure.
That went pretty far over my head, I'm afraid.
Good. But the moment Jasper said, my diamonds, your diamonds, I had to make that reference.
As we get a lot of interesting stuff about diamonds in this episode.
Yes, we do.
And also some interesting stuff about Stephen and Amethyst that makes me very, very happy.
So this is Earthlings. I mean, I guess it does make sense, technically, but I'm not sure that's the thought I would have used. I think there's more interesting things going on than they were all happen to have been made on Earth. Oh well. In this episode, Amethyst confronts Jasper again, and at first she does a bit better job with some cool new moves and such, but like before, Jasper is simply better than her in combat. Stephen drops a drill between them in order to help her escape, but Amethyst is annoyed that he would stop their fight like this. Stephen tries to explain that he just wants Amethyst to understand that they're both dealing with the same problem, and that they should work together instead of having Amethyst fight her herself. And she finally seems to understand it. Through all that, they hug and unexpectedly end up with a new fusion, Smoky Quartz. She uses yo-yos of all things to completely own Jasper, and in a move of desperation, Jasper fuses with the original corrupted gems she collected in order to become more powerful, but even that doesn't work and diffuses from her. This ends up causing Jasper to slowly corrupt because of this, and Stephen desperately tries to help her, but Jasper attacks and consistently refuses help because of what happened to her colony, and apparently what happened to Pink Diamond. At the end, she ends up corrupted, and Peridot comes out of nowhere to finally poof her with her metal abilities, where she just throws a metal spike right at her, and that is finally done with. At least until they come back to the barn and see the other gems dealing with rubies from before, who are now bubbled. That's a lot that happened.
Yeah, they're really going at a fast clip at this point.
I guess so, yeah.
I really like the yo-yo that Smoky Quartz has, because that's such a great combination of Amethyst Whip and Stephen's shield. I love everything about just minutes before when Stephen is trying to talk to Amethyst and like, we worst gems have to stick together. And I should say, could Amethyst and Stephen fuse though? Did Amethyst and Stephen fuse though? Nice!
Yes.
Oh, I'm so happy when that happened. Because, yeah, we've only seen Stephen fuse with Connie up until this point.
Yes.
And it's supposed to be... I mean, we could probably presume that he can fuse with the other gems. We hadn't actually seen it happen. I mean, wasn't part of why he first fused with Connie, he had a difficult time trying to fuse with the other gems.
Yes.
But he finally syncs up with Amethyst and they become Smoky Quartz, who I love.
Yeah.
I love her yo-yo. I love her 3 hands for doing yo-yo tricks. I love her... her music is so fucking fun and cute. It's like happy video game music.
Yes, it is.
Which is just perfect for them.
I love... I don't see this often, but I love whenever, in like a video game, you actually get a yo-yo weapon. Because there's just a lot of cool stuff you could do with that. Like, actually now that I think about it, I should point out that the reference I made at the beginning was an Earthbound reference. Because that's what reminded me of Ness with his yo-yo.
Ah... One of these days I need to go back and play through that game properly.
Yes, you should.
Or watch an LP of it or something.
That too.
I was interested during Jasper's opening villainous monologue, because she just keeps cranking these out.
Yes.
I think it's implied that she doesn't know about the diamonds being the one to cause gem corruption.
I guess not.
And then... Yeah, and just, oh god, I've been saying for a while, I hope she's not going to try and fuse with the corrupted gems, because that's probably just bad news bears. And it was fucking horrific.
Yes.
That was terrifying. And she's like, no one I fuse with ever wants to stay, because you're an abusive piece of shit
yes.
who keeps forcing
yes.
fusion.
It was kind of
fucker.
It was kind of just sad and pathetic. No one wants to fuse with her.
No one wants to be anywhere near you, you creepy fucker.
Jasper's forever alone.
Yep. Oh, yeah, I also love, Smoky Quartz using like the fan attack for the yo-yo, and it's like, you don't like it? That's okay. I've already got 3 huge fans, and she's got 3 yo-yos. She's just like, of course a fusion between Amethyst and Stephen would be a pun machine.
Absolutely.
Of course.
That was actually probably the perfect contrast. Because, like, Smoky Quartz is just so jokey about everything, and Jasper just so angry and serious.
Yeah. It's just... It shows you what a really good in-sync fusion is capable of.
Yeah.
And just... Oh, God. Jasper is just, like, the perfect example of a terrible bigot, because she's talking shit about fusions while she is trying to force her way into a fusion.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what a cheap trick. Can't you do anything else? Fuse with me.
It's almost like Jasper is a hypocrite or something.
God, yeah. Almost.
Amazing.
And then she forces another fusion with the corrupted gem, which I knew was a bad idea, and she becomes some kind of abomination monster.
Yeah.
And then when the corrupted gem runs off, she starts getting corrupted, and it's horrible.
Yeah.
Stephen wants to try her heal her because the boy continues to be an ultimate level cinnamon roll.
Yes.
This boy is a super high school level cinnamon roll.
Yes.
And Peridot actually gets a pretty good speech in there about how, you know, how much she's developed. Because Jasper is so angry at her for wanting to live on talking shit about Earth while she's being corrupted because Jasper cannot stop being salty.
Yes.
You know, it's just why you're on here, and she's like, you lost your weapons, your status, your dignity, and Peridot's like, that's not one of those things.
That one was great.
And she said, and here I'm alive, and I'm living, and I get to choose what I want to be, and she's so happy about it, and it's so cute.
Yeah, actually, Peridot reminded me of, like, Usopp from One Piece, in that everyone's fighting, and, like, Peridot just hiding in the back, occasionally trying to throw a weapon.
Yeah, she's just back there heckling and occasionally trying to Magneto up. But then she finally does.
Yes, I love how she delivered the finishing blow.
Yep, she finally manages to get that working, and she finishes off Jasper. And then Amethyst manages to utterly destroy all of my emotions in 2 words when she bubbles Jasper's gem and says, "Come here, sis." That's it. I'm dead now. I can't feel things anymore. I'm completely dead at those 2 words. Oh. I'm trying to put words around how many feelings that gives me that Amethyst has been so caught up in fighting Jasper because she feels like they're similar. She feels that kinship there in their origin. And even now with all the horrible shit Jasper's done, she still can't help but think of Jasper as a sister. And I just, feelings. So many feelings about poor Amethyst and her difficulty feeling kinship with other gems.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't originate from Homeworld.
Yeah.
Because she didn't grow up in gem society in any way. It's just, feelings.
So many feelings. Actually, the part where Amethyst and Steven talk and end up fusing, it gave me really a lot of flashbacks to Digimon. Because this is exactly what they would do. They would, like, become, the human would become emotionally closer with their Digimon, and then the Digimon would become super powerful. Like, that happened, like, all the time.
Okay.
Like, it's exactly what it reminded me of. Like, I'm pretty sure I've seen, like, I think at least once they've done scenes that are, like, super similar to that.
I just think it's worst gems got to stick together. I'm just like, you adorable cutie.
Yes.
Also, I was pretty thrown also by Jasper's what Rose Quartz did to my colony, what Rose Quartz did to my diamond.
Yeah.
I'm like, is her diamond yellow? Oh, because Steven says yellow diamond, and she goes, my diamond. Like,
your diamond.
Possessive? Yeah, now I'm just like, what did Rose Quartz do?
Yeah.
Like, is there something more personal than just, starting a rebellion? Did she actually personally attack one of the diamonds or something?
I have some theories. Like, first of all, I am so happy that I've been trying to avoid this because I just didn't want it to be true. I'm so glad that Rose isn't Pink Diamond. I would have hated that so much. Because I don't know how many times you've seen this, but I feel like literally any series like this, any action-y series, where they're like part of like where they're like supposed to be underdogs, it's almost always revealed, but no, they were actually this super special, awesome person beforehand. And they have these super awesome abilities from being the best ever. And it always contradicts the message of like being underdogs in any way, shape, or form. Like, I've seen that so many times. Like, Naruto's a big example that just always ruins that. They try to present the characters as underdogs, and they constantly fail to do so.
Yeah, it does kind of underwrite that message of anybody can work hard and get to this goal.
Exactly.
Anybody can make of their life whatever they want, you know.
Yeah, like, it would be stupid if, like, well, of course she could do anything she wanted because she was one of the diamonds.
Yeah, but now that we know she was just a quartz soldier like the others, and it's like, oh no, that is actually, because it isn't someone who is already set up in a better position to look down on the society and go, that's wrong. That's someone who is presumably built like Jasper, like wasn't built to have the capacity to think of herself or anyone else as more, but she does anyway.
Yeah.
She breaks through the brainwashing she was presumably born and raised with, and maybe performed a political assassination or some shit, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess that is true. I have some ideas, like I have a feeling that she did have some sort of close connection to Pink Diamond. Because that tends to be how these stories go, right? Like, there's usually like some sort of like connection between the characters, and then like things go to hell.
Yeah.
Though it would be funny if like they had literally never met and she just assassinates them. Just assassinates her, like, oh, no, I just wanted to. I don't know you. Huh.
It's like, nope, you're a diamond, you're down.
That'd be unexpected.
And Jasper's still salty about it 5 millennia later.
Yeah, to be fair, she's salty about everything. She's made of salt.
This is true. After all, well, she did spend a lot of time at the bottom of the sea.
Yeah, she is literally salty.
So yeah, that's a smoky smoke. Oh, I'm just still so happy about Smoky Quartz.
Yes.
And now I'm hoping that we get to see Steven fuse with Garnet and or Pearl at some point in the future. It's just imagine.
Yeah.
Smoky Quartz is so cute too, by the way, just visually. I love her hair.
Yeah.
And her little freckles.
Yes, she was very cute.
So cute. Whereas Jasper going full on corruption with some shit I'm gonna see in my nightmares, especially when the spikes start coming out her eyeballs.
I will say the fused Jasper, like, it kind of reminded me of Ganon in Twilight Princess, when he suddenly just turned into this giant beast.
Just because.
Yeah.
And then they end with the 5 rubies are there and they're bubbled, and it's like, yep, and that's where we're ending the episode. You motherfucker.
they're back for some reason. So I actually have 2 things about this. First of all, I'm disappointed that I am now forever wrong about the theory that they would actually find Jasper on Neptune. I wanted them to find Jasper on Neptune. That would have been so awesome. That would have made me happy. Maybe only me. I don't care.
I still think it's funny that he chose Neptune, as in the planet named after the ocean god. So he kind of, in a roundabout metaphorical way, told them where Jasper was.
Yeah, I guess.
He was chilling at the bottom of the ocean.
Also, I'm gonna make a prediction here. Like, I have a feeling that there's at least a good chance that the next episode is gonna be from Pearl and Garnet's perspective, to figure out how we got to the rubies being stuck in bubbles.
Yeah, it's just like, flashback, what wacky hijinks got us here. Oh, I hope so.
I hope they didn't even come back because they lied, or that they thought they lied. I hope they came back just to ask if they could get more specific directions because they couldn't find her.
Which one's Neptune? Is it the tiny one far away? Is it the one with the robots on it?
Is it the one with the rings? Is it the most far away one? We don't consider that planet anymore. Why? I don't know anymore.
Give that rock some love.
Yeah, it certainly was a fast-moving episode.
Yeah, they happen right now, because, that went through a whole roller coaster of events very, very quickly.
More like a whirlwind of events. Considering he made a whirlwind comedy.
Puns.
Yeah.
Smoky Quartz would appreciate the pun.
Probably. I am glad at least we got an actual well-thought-out story for Jasper, instead of just humiliating her every episode. They actually built her up in order to be humiliated by the end this time. You figure out how to write villains. Good job, series.
I mean, she doesn't stop fucking monologuing right until the end, but I suppose somebody's got to do it.
Yeah, caught me monologuing. That's a more obvious reference.
Honestly, my favourite supervillain monologue ever is that one in Buffy the Vampire Slayer where Giles' old buddy turns up, and as soon as everyone's left the room, he starts going, "Yes, laugh while you can, for soon." And then Giles walks back in like, "Is there somebody in here? I thought I heard something." "Oh, bugger, I thought you'd left."
My favorite villain monologues are probably all the ones from Mojo Jojo. Those are the best ones. I think they did a commercial where they parodied Who Wants to Be a Millionaire with Mojo Jojo. It was amazing.
Oh my god. I don't have much more to say about this episode. I just have a lot of notes talking about how much I love Smoky Quartz.
Yes. I will say, when I saw the 3 arms, for a second I thought something went horribly wrong. Like, is he supposed to have 3 arms? Should we be worried?
Remember, a lot of working gem fusions do have multiple extra.
Yeah, but usually it's like a little more even.
It's usually a little neater than
Yes.
that, but it is Stephen and Amethyst.
This time, this is a 3rd arm pretty much growing out of her shoulder. Their shoulder, I don't...
Probably they. But yeah. Triple arms for extra cool yo-yo tricks.
Yeah. Actually, that makes me wonder, what's going to happen for the rest of the season then? We still have like 3 more episodes.
But we don't have Jasper to fill in anymore. Well, we do have Ruby's now.
What a threat.
We're so scared.
It doesn't matter. Season 4 is premiering immediately anyway.
Yep, on to the next one.
Instantly.